Welcome to another video, family. Today we're going to be talking about the fox and the wolf. Brother Malcolm X told us many years ago that our people, who he labeled the lamb, was between the fox and the wolf. He told us that both the fox and the wolf wanted to have us as lamb chops on their plate. The only difference between the two groups was their methods, their tactics, on how they would get us in their plates to eat as lamb chops. So I'm going to further break down the identity of the fox and the wolf so that you will get a deeper understanding of what we have been dealing with. Okay. Now let's start with the fox. Who is the fox? The fox is he's a red fox. So we know the fox is red. And we know the color red is associated with Esau or Edom. Okay, and we know Edom was called or are labeled today Sephardim. Okay, and we know that the Sephardim, just like true Israel, split into two groups. One group went with Columbus to the so-called New World, and another group stayed in Europe, in Spain and Portugal, falsely converted to Roman Catholicism. And after 1540, when the Jesuit order was created, they were able to join, and they slowly took over. Okay, thereby taking over Rome, the Vatican. Okay. And it's very interesting that the name Sephardim, okay, is very close to the word seraphim. And of course, we know that seraphim were the highest fallen angels. They called them fiery dragons. Okay, they could take on many forms. They could take on human forms, but also they could take on the form of a fiery dragon. Another word of a fiery dragon is a fiery serpent, I'm saying. Another word for fiery serpent is a dragon. Okay, so many of these seraphim can appear as dragons. Okay, and this is where this whole thing about reptilians comes from. Where do these people reside? Of course, they reside in underworld, the subterranean advanced civilizations beneath the surface of this plane. Okay, but I'm getting ahead of myself here. So this is the group that are in charge on the surface. They have Seraphim Blood, even though they're Esau, because the two bloodlines have been mixed up. Okay, and coincidentally, this is the group that controlled the so-called civil rights Big Six during the so-called 1963 March on Washington. Okay, so, and this involves papal infallibility, which gives the Pope, in this instance the Black Pope, the Jesuit Pope, both civil and religious authority and rulership over the surface of the planet. Okay, and the only difference, so the next group we're going to be talking about, we just finished the fox. We're going to talk about the wolf. Who is the wolf? The wolf are the children of Cain, the so-called Aryan Germanic tribes. Okay, today they would include the Anglo-Saxon America, because the majority bloodlines in the United States, as far as quote unquote white America, the dominant bloodline is German or Germanic. Okay, so we're talking about the children of Cain. And we know that Cain was the first cannibal. Okay, also the first murderer, killed his brother. Okay, and another thing that I'm going to just briefly touch over is the fact that because Cain murdered his brother and then ritually ate him, consumed him, the Most High cursed him not only with pale skin or no melanin, leprous white as snow, but also he cursed him with lycanthropy, which means because he acted like an animal, consuming his brother, the Most High cursed him with lycanthropy. This is where all of the stories of werewolves come from. This also goes back to Cain. Okay, and Cain was eventually, he went to the land of Nod, which is went north of the planet, and then eventually went into the caves and down into underworld, which had already been established by the fallen angels and the Nephilim. Okay, this is why they weren't totally destroyed with the floods. Okay, and this is the whole reason why these people became Protestants when they were in Europe. They protested Esau's rule. Children of Cain protested Esau's rule because they couldn't do what they wanted to do. Okay, they couldn't murder and kill people and eat people like they wanted to do. This is their real definition of liberty. Okay, and there is no justice. The reason why our people can't get justice is because justice is a Roman goddess. Okay, that's paganism. We'll never get so-called justice. Okay, because that's not for us. We'll never get liberty because liberty was not meant for us. Liberty was the thing that the children of Cain was asking for as a breakaway from the rule of Esau, represented by the Roman Catholic Church and the papacy, the Jesuit order. So what did they want to do? They wanted to come to the New World for free land and free labor from the indigenous people that were already here. Okay, so-called Israel. Okay, which at that time we know was the Northern Kingdom. Okay, and then of course they brought the Southern Kingdom later. Okay, that's the surface reason why they came, for free land and labor. Of course, the real spiritual reason why is that they wanted to come here to have free reign. Their liberty was to come here and to be able to kill and eat and consume the natives without interference from Esau, Rome, and the Jesuit order. Okay, the church, the Roman Catholic Church. Okay, this is the real reason why they came. Okay, and as far as underworld is has always had a parasitical relationship with the so-called human, H-U-E, human beings, the children of Adam, which later inherited that legacy. That legacy went to the true children of Israel, the children of Jacob, which became Israel. Coincidentally, his name was changed to Israel because he fought against one of the fallen angels, and he won. He defeated, he bested that fallen angel, and that's how the Most High Yah changed his name from Jacob to Israel. Okay, because he fought. He was actually able to best that fallen angel. Okay, so once again, the difference between the fox and the wolf is the fox, he wants to consume your soul. Okay, the demons want to inhabit your body, control your mind, your consciousness, and your spirit, and ultimately consume your soul. The wolf, which is the children of Cain, they want to consume your flesh. Okay, they're cannibals. That is the main difference between the fox and the wolf. Okay, with that, I'm going to end this video. Please hit the like button, subscribe, share this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Shalom.